guys are getting the first look at it. We've not even opened it up. When it came in off the FedEx truck on Wednesday, we were excited. We opened the box up, but this is the first look at the inside of the tent, and I'm pretty happy so far. It's got nice securing on it. Really like the color and the feel of the fabric. A lot more than a tent or an annex. Nice upgrade here. We have the poles to set it out, adjustable up to 8 feet, I believe we spec'd. No, take that back. They're adjustable up to 8.5 feet. 8 feet was an industry standard, but some guys with the lifted rigs reading online had trouble getting the poles down and get secured. So we went ahead and extended it 6 inches for guys with lifts or bigger vehicles. So you see it here. We'll open it up the rest of the way, see how it mounts up on the truck. Every truck's definitely going to mount different. Heavy duty brackets. You see on my tubes there, they're round, not square or oval. So we'll use more of an exhaust style clamp, I believe, to get it right. But we'll cut in and out with the video to show you the details and the progress. But we're really excited to bring this to you, and we hope to have it launched by end of summer, along with several other products. It's all in the works and process. It takes a lot more time than we ever thought to get something custom built and custom manufactured for everybody. So stay tuned, guys. Yes! I've had a couple questions on why don't I get my tire up on top there. On the Nissan Xterra, unfortunately, they hang really low in the back end. And coming off a rock edge or a rock shelf, I didn't want to puncture my spare, underneath and have to crawl under in a mud hole or whatever to change it, So we moved up top, and it's just a really simple homemade tire carrier up there. 2 1/8 inch exhaust clamps, a piece of inch by inch angle iron, local Home Depot, Lowe's. Go across, hold it up, and I took a ratchet strap and put a third mounting point in it to make a kind of a Y strap. You can find them online for like $65, or you can make your own for about 15. So I went that way for the part of it. But
now, what we just realized, even before we've started the install, is we're probably gonna have to move that whole unit forward some. We want to be able to put the clamps at the very back, and then the second one that comes with it up to the front. But for future purpose, Chris has thought that'd be best. Maybe you need a third one. Well, on the Xterra, you walk down here, Jason. If you have an Xterra, they put a toolbox up here because everybody can reach 7 foot above their head. So what you're gonna need to do eventually, if I'm not mistaken, is he's gonna put one more clamp, but he's gonna have to probably drill from the top. And stubby leg people just have a hard time with that. So if we need the extra support on this Batwing, probably need to put an extra clamp up there, and then the other ones will go down, but we're definitely gonna have to move his unit forward. Now, when he made this, one of the big ideas that we want to share with you all is a little mantra we kind of started, the EOOE, to be able to learn how to ease off-road and off-road with ease. There's tire carriers out there for a few $100 that you can replace your tire carrier with on these units, on Jeeps. You can put them everywhere. How much money you got invested in that?
about $35.
$35. Tires relocated. It's clean. It's nice. If you want to go a little further, powder coat your stuff, $35. You've relocated it. There's no need. There's not a necessity except for
Cosmetic purposes.
Cosmetic to spend $400 or $500. It's about to go, not the show. So we're going to move some of this stuff. We're going to get back in it and just keep installing this new Batwing. So hang with us, folks. geometry that you're dealing with when you put this unit on. The L bracket, it's got the holes to actually mount the awning on the outside. On the bottom it has 4 slots. So the plan is to run the exhaust mounts over the Xterra bars, through their mount, and then up through. So that's kind of the idea. And we're going to double them up on each one. You get 2 of these. So we're going to double them up for extra security and extra force. So yeah, we're not exactly sure how much this thing's going to fly. But here's this, Jason. The other big kick is we got to play with this a lot. The Xterra only has so much room. You want to make sure that your Batwing can swing enough that it gets all the way around. So we're going to take a quick look over here, and we're going to bring the camera around. So Jason's got this prepped. We did put some electrical tape, simple electrical tape, just to protect the bar. And then he's got the exhaust mount pieces up here. Now we figure once the wing swings open, it's approximately 52 inches. So by our hillbilly mathematics, we're going to have to bring the corner of the Batwing all the way back to here so it can swing and clear the back of the Xterra. This is something naturally we're going to have to play with. It may have to go forward some, it may have to go backwards. You're going to have to mess with your own vehicle, depending on if you have an Xterra, Suburban, Jeep, whatever you're mounting it on. You got to just make sure you're putting it in the right place. It only has one hinge point on one side, and that's naturally going to go to the back, and then you'll swing it out and around. You just got to make sure you bring it back far enough, especially if you have a piece like this, that'll clear that and give you your full clearance to swing around. So we're going to start putting our exhaust mounts on so we can get this thing up here. We'll fiddle with this a little bit. So just next step. All right, so Jason's here. He's finishing up the front bracket, making sure it's level off to the front. It might be. Let's see, as he's got it, we'll come back and you can see exactly how far out we've had to mount them to get full clearance. Now on the brackets themselves, you'll see all our mounting holes here. And down here, Chris is prepping the back side of the awning with all the bolts to get them lined up to go through. Does it actually have all the hardware with it?
So far, so good.
All right. That's one of the big problems we've had with a couple pieces that we put on. Some people forget to count. They don't put everything in the box. So we got the back side of this awning prepped up, ready to go. Jason's securing up the bracketry on the Xterra. We'll get it up there for initial test mount and see what's next.
Hey folks, this is Jason with OKI Overlanding. If you're liking this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you like what you see.
Welcome back. We have it mounted up. Wasn't too hard to do itself.
Only took 4 of us.
Extra couple hands to get the aluminum slot lined up with the mounts, but hey, we're here. No fingers pinched too bad. Looks really good so far. Nice and rigid. Depending on preference, one might want to add an extra mount or whatnot. But again, this is our first one we're doing. This is the first one built for us. To hopefully take to market here in the fall, late summer. So we got to test for you guys before we sell it. That's the main part. We're going to make sure it goes to what we feel it should be capable of doing out in the wild or the natural forest or just around your local campground, whatever you guys get into.
Right. It's taking us about an hour. That includes stopping to film, move cameras, do different things. So if you can, swing around the end. You can see exactly how far out from the exterior it sits now. And you can get a full kind of idea. Now Chris might adjust this once he we mess with it a little bit here and there. You can see, but I mean, he's got a good 6 inches or so of clearance. And once you get under, you'll realize exactly how big this wing is going to be, because it comes all the way to the tail. It doesn't quite extend past his bumper, but it's right out to the end of the unit itself. So this swinging all the way around, and it'll have approximately 52 inches off the back. So it'll have, I believe it's 270 degrees of coverage with this unit. That's a lot of sunshade. That's a lot of good stuff. So we're gonna open it up here in a minute and start to mess with it, I think. So we've got our 2 brackets up here, and we use the exhaust clamps on everything. But here's something cool. If you have your square bars, unlike the Xterra with the round, they do supply the hardware.
And it would sandwich with your square crossbar or oval style crossbar, to mount to. So just another option way to do it. But with the round, we're going a different route, and hopefully it works out. We'll find out soon.
So they do have hardware. The exhaust hardware was supplied personally, but they do include the hardware to mount it to square bar if you needed it. Also in the unit, you can see for when you put down your guy wires, it does have the rope, has the stakes, and it does have support poles with it. So once you extend out the actual Batwing, you can actually support it for a full structure. And if I'm not mistaken, this unit actually has additional pieces where you can fully enclose it. So this unit it's actually pretty cool. So you can turn your entire unit here into an enclosed tent. Once you put it up and extend it, you put the poles on, and you'll be good to go.
We've not opened it yet, so this is the first time for us to see it in person. We had it on the table, but I'm excited to bring this to you guys, and we're looking at getting you guys out in the woods, on the trail, at ease, as Landon said earlier, learning this stuff, but cost-effective measures with a name brand reputation. That's the goal.
We absolutely feel like that's the biggest thing. You don't have to spend thousands on your rig. There is cheaper options, and we want to make sure we bring these to people and bring them to light. There's a lot of ways to do stuff without spending thousands on lifts, thousands on tires, thousands on solid gear. So we're going to unzip it. We just got to roll it back here to expose it all. You can see that's some pretty heavy steel. And all your swing out is at the back, as it should be. But that's probably 1/8 inch. And then here you go.
And as simple as that.
Look at that, guys. We are so close. We will be moving it just a little bit closer to the old adventure taxi. But look at that. Look at the shade it provides. Look at it, first quality. I'm happy. Excited. Rolls out nice. We'll get our attachment point on there so it makes it nice and taut. But let's overall look, guys.
That's awesome. I mean, it looks good over here. It's got real heavy bracing. It's all nice. It's not just spot welded, it's fully welded in all the joints. Swings out. It's got full bracing all the way. It's square tubing. This is all Velcroed on, so the awning itself, if anything should ever happen, can be pulled off to be repaired. It's nice. It's got a good color. It's good shading. What do you think, Jason?
It's not hot to touch. You don't feel heat radiating from it to your head, like, The sun does, but yeah, it's very, very cool under here. Very dark.
We'll put the extra strap on and to get it so it pulls on against the vehicle, so I don't have to sit and hold it. But first impressions, I'm pleased, guys. I'm really, really happy.
All this is nice. Like I said, it's a lot of 1/8" steel. It's all bolted in really well to the aluminum backing. Everything looks double stitched. Break it down, put a little seam sealer on there just for some extra bonus protection. I think you got a pretty solid awning right here. I'm a little jealous now.
There's some adjustability on the bracketry. If you need a higher or a lower, we might take it off and go a notch higher. Depends. But first unveiling, I'm extremely pleased. I hope the guys are extremely pleased.
That's great.
Because it's a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails, just a lot of talking back and forth with tons of different suppliers and trying to get the right product for you guys. That's the overall thing.
The install was very, very simple. Very, very easy. Take it from a guy that doesn't read instructions. It was pretty
Sarge
easy.
don't know instructions.
Sarge,
Just
big
send
pictures.
it. Just send it.
Yeah, the same thing.
Just send it. Just
So
put
guys,
it on, man. Just
thanks
go.
for tuning in. We're gonna do a little more adjusting, finish tightening everything up, and we'll show you it put away, open back up, and close to see how the whole function works, guys. So I'm happy.
Excellent.